Growing older is a privilege, a chance to savor the wisdom and experiences of a life well lived. But to truly thrive in your 70s and 80s, to move through those years with vitality and independence, is something extraordinary. Many people in this age group face challenges like health issues, fading energy, or the gradual wear of time, which can slow them down. Yet if you're between 70 and 80 and can still do the 8 things we're about to explore, you're not just getting by, you're exceptional. These abilities aren't just random skills, they're powerful indicators of your physical, mental, and emotional strength. They show you're not only aging with grace, but holding on to capabilities that many find hard to maintain. Let's dive into these 8 signs, unpack what they mean, and talk about ways to keep them strong so you can keep shining as the rare gem you are. First, let's start with walking without support. Picture yourself strolling to the mailbox, navigating a grocery store aisle, or taking a walk in the park, all without needing a cane or walker. If you can move with confidence, that's a remarkable sign of health. Walking unassisted demands a blend of leg strength, balance, and joint flexibility, things that can become harder with age due to arthritis, muscle loss, or changes in your nerves. If you're still getting around on your own, even for short trips like running errands or visiting a neighbor, your body is in great shape. It means your circulation is humming along, your coordination is sharp, and you're holding on to a level of independence that's worth celebrating. Take Ellen, a 76-year-old who makes it a point to walk to her local coffee shop every morning. It's only a 10-minute trip, but she does it without hesitation, enjoying the fresh air and the familiar faces she sees along the way. That daily walk keeps her legs strong and her spirit lifted. You can nurture this ability with small, intentional habits. Try walking a little farther each week, maybe add an extra block to your route, or take the stairs instead of the elevator when you can. Exercises like leg lifts or calf raises, done while holding onto a chair for balance, can strengthen the muscles that power your stride. Ellen started doing heel-to-toe walks in her hallway, like she was on a balance beam, to boost her stability. Over time, she noticed she felt steadier on uneven ground, like the gravel path in her garden. Research backs this up. A study from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that older adults who maintain a steady gait have a lower risk of falls and stay independent longer. If walking feels tougher than it used to, don't be discouraged. Start with short distances, maybe pacing your living room, and build up gradually. Pair it with stretching to keep your joints limber, and you'll be amazed at how much stronger you feel. Next, let's talk about remembering names, dates, and daily tasks. Think about the last time you recalled a friend's birthday without checking a calendar or rattled off a phone number from memory. If you're keeping track of appointments, knowing what day it is, or managing your to-do list without constant reminders or sticky notes, your brain is in top form. Mental sharpness often starts to wane with age. Forgetting names or misplacing keys becomes more common. But if you're still holding on to these details, that's something to be proud of. It shows your brain is staying active, your memory is resilient, and you're maintaining control over your daily life. Consider George, a 78-year-old who prides himself on remembering every family member's birthday and calling them on the dot. He says it's not just about the dates, it's about staying connected and keeping his mind engaged. You can keep your memory sharp with simple habits. Try playing memory games, like recalling a list of groceries without looking at your list, or challenge yourself to learn a new phone number each month. George started doing crossword puzzles every morning with his coffee, which he says helps him stay quick with names and facts. Studies, like one from the National Institute on Aging, show that mental exercises, whether it's puzzles, reading, or even learning a new skill, can boost cognitive function and delay decline. If you notice small memory slips, don't panic. Write down important tasks to build confidence and practice recalling details, like what you ate for dinner last night. Keeping your brain active with conversations, hobbies, or even volunteering can make a big difference. It's like giving your mind a daily workout, keeping it nimble and ready for action. Now, let's move to cooking and preparing your own meals. Imagine chopping carrots for a stew, stirring a pot on the stove, or organizing your groceries into a meal plan. If you're still doing these things, you're showing off both physical and mental agility. Cooking requires standing for periods of time, using fine motor skills to handle utensils, and following steps in a recipe, which demands focus and judgment. It's not a small feat. Many older adults stop cooking because of weakness, fatigue, or forgetfulness, turning to packaged foods or relying on others. If you're still whipping up your own meals, it means your hands are steady, your brain is clear, and you're engaged in your routine. Take Susan, a 74-year-old who loves making her famous lasagna for family gatherings. She says the process, chopping, layering, baking, keeps her hands nimble and her mind sharp, plus it's a chance to share love through food. To keep this skill strong, try experimenting with new recipes to stay engaged. Even simple dishes, like a salad with fresh ingredients, can keep your hands and brain working together. Susan started adding one new vegetable to her meals each month, which made cooking feel like an adventure. If standing for long periods is hard, keep a stool in the kitchen to rest as you prep. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that cooking your own meals is linked to better nutrition and mental health in older adults. If you're finding it tough to cook, start small. Maybe make a sandwich or a smoothie. Invite a friend to cook with you to make it social, which can boost your motivation. The key is to keep food prep as a joyful part of your day, not a chore. Managing your own finances is another big sign of thriving. Whether you're balancing your checkbook, paying bills on time, or navigating online banking, handling money shows you're thinking clearly, making sound decisions, and managing numbers and logic. Cognitive decline often shows up first in financial slip-ups, like forgetting to pay a bill or struggling with budgets. If you're still confidently managing your accounts, your brain is in impressive shape. Picture Clara, a 77-year-old who uses her bank's app to track her spending and even helps her grandkids budget their allowance. She says staying on top of her finances makes her feel in control and independent. You can do this too. Set up automatic bill payments to simplify things. But keep reviewing your accounts to stay sharp. Try calculating small expenses in your head, like tallying a grocery bill, to keep your math skills active. Studies, like one from the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease, show that managing finances independently is linked to stronger cognitive health and lower risks of dementia. If you're new to online banking, ask a trusted friend or family member to walk you through it. It's a great way to stay modern and engaged. Clara started taking a free budgeting class at her local library, which not only sharpened her skills, but also introduced her to new friends. If finances feel overwhelming, break them into smaller tasks. Like checking one account a week, the goal is to stay in the driver's seat of your financial life, which boosts both your confidence and your independence. Now consider standing up from a chair without using your hands. Try it. Sit in a chair, then stand up without pushing off with your arms. If you can do this smoothly, your leg muscles and core strength are in great shape. This might seem minor, but it's a powerful marker of mobility and fitness. People who struggle with this often lose independence faster because it affects their ability to move freely. If you're still popping up from chairs with ease, your body is working with you, not against you. Think of Henry, a 75-year-old who noticed he was leaning on his arms to stand after long days in his garden. He started practicing chair stands, sitting and standing 10 times in a row, twice a day. Within weeks, he was back to standing effortlessly, and he felt stronger climbing stairs too. You can build this skill with exercises like squats or leg presses, even using your body weight. Henry added a habit of standing up from his couch during TV commercial breaks, which turned into a mini workout. Research from the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who can stand without assistance have better overall muscle health and lower fall risks. If this move is hard, start by using one hand for support and gradually reduce reliance on it. Pair it with core exercises, like gentle planks, to boost stability. It's a small action with big payoffs, keeping you mobile and confident in your daily life. Reading without straining or needing a magnifying glass is another sign you're thriving. If you can pick up a newspaper, book, or menu and read it clearly without heavy-duty glasses, your eyesight is holding up remarkably well. Aging often brings vision challenges like cataracts or macular degeneration, which can make reading tough. If your eyes are still sharp enough for small print, whether it's a novel or a sewing pattern, that's a rare gift. It keeps you mentally engaged and connected to the world. Take Alice, a 79-year-old who reads mystery novels every night without strain. She says it's not just about the stories, it's about feeling independent and keeping her mind active. To maintain good vision, protect your eyes with regular checkups and by wearing sunglasses to shield against UV damage. Alice started doing eye exercises, like focusing on a distant object then a close one, to keep her eyes flexible. A study from the American Academy of Ophthalmology suggests that a diet rich in leafy greens and fish can support eye health as you age. If reading is getting harder, try larger print books or e-readers with adjustable font sizes to stay engaged without frustration. The goal is to keep enjoying the things that spark your curiosity, whether it's a novel or a recipe. Participating in conversations easily is another hallmark of thriving. If you can hear someone clearly, follow the flow of a chat, and respond without constantly saying "what" or struggling to keep up, your hearing and mental quickness are in great shape. Good hearing keeps you connected to others, and being able to process and respond in real time shows your brain is firing on all cylinders. Many older adults face isolation due to hearing loss or slower thinking, but if you're still holding lively conversations, you're cherishing one of life's greatest joys: human connection. Think of Paul, a 76-year-old who loves debating politics with his buddies at the community center. He says staying sharp in conversations makes him feel alive and part of the world. To keep this skill strong, protect your hearing by keeping earbud volumes low and getting regular hearing checks. Paul started practicing active listening, repeating back what he heard in conversations, which helped him stay engaged and sharpened his focus. Research from the National Institute on Deafness shows that social engagement through conversation can reduce cognitive decline. If you're noticing hearing challenges, consider a hearing aid. Modern ones are discreet and effective. Joining a discussion group, like a book club or hobby class, can also keep your conversational skills sharp. It's about staying connected and enjoying the back and forth of ideas. Finally, maintaining a positive, curious attitude is perhaps the most powerful sign of all. If you're still excited about learning new things, asking questions, or picking up hobbies, like trying a new recipe or exploring a local museum, you're emotionally and mentally younger than most. A curious mindset isn't just uplifting, it's linked to longer life, better immune function, and stronger relationships. It shows resilience, gratitude, and a zest for life that keeps you thriving. Take Rose, an 80-year-old who started painting watercolors after retirement. She says every new brushstroke feels like an adventure, and it keeps her hopeful and engaged with the world. You can nurture this attitude by seeking out small ways to learn. Watch a documentary, ask a grandchild about their hobbies, or try a new skill like knitting. Rose joined an online art class, which not only sparked her creativity, but also connected her with new friends. A study from the Journal of Positive Psychology found that curiosity in older adults is linked to lower stress and better mental health. If you're feeling stuck, try writing down one thing each day that sparks your interest, like a bird you saw or a news story. That simple habit can reignite your sense of wonder. Staying positive and curious is like fuel for your soul, keeping you vibrant no matter your age. These 8 signs, walking without support, remembering names and tasks, cooking meals, managing finances, standing from a chair without hands, reading without strain, participating in conversations, and staying curious, are like a roadmap to thriving in your 70s and 80s. They're not just random abilities, they reflect how well your body, mind, and spirit are holding up. If you can do even a few of these, you're doing better than you might think. If you're managing all 8, you're truly exceptional, a living example that aging doesn't mean slowing down. Let's look at someone like Frank, a 77-year-old who embodies these signs. He walks to his local park daily without a cane, keeps track of his grandkids' soccer schedules, and loves cooking chili for his neighbors. He manages his budget online, stands from his recliner with ease, reads the sports page without glasses, chats effortlessly with friends, and recently started learning guitar. Frank says it's not about being perfect, it's about small habits that add up. He started with short walks, then added memory games and cooking nights. Over time, he felt stronger, sharper, and more connected. If you're wondering how to start, pick one sign and focus on it for a week. Maybe walk a bit farther, try a new recipe, or call a friend for a chat. Track your progress in a journal, like Rose did with her painting, or share your goals with someone you trust. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that small, consistent changes in these areas can improve health outcomes within months. You don't need a gym or fancy equipment, just a willingness to keep moving forward. What's exciting is how interconnected these signs are. Strengthening your legs for walking can make standing from a chair easier. Cooking meals can spark your curiosity, and conversations can boost your memory. It's like a web where each thread reinforces the others. If one area feels weak, don't worry. Start small and build up. For example, if standing without hands is tough, practice with one hand for support and gradually let go. If memory slips, try mnemonic tricks, like associating a name with an image. These habits fit into everyday life. You don't need to overhaul your routine, just add a little extra intention. A study from the Journal of Aging and Health found that older adults who stayed engaged in physical, mental, and social activities had lower rates of chronic illness. Whether you're 70 or 85, it's never too late to start. Think of it as a gift to your future self, one small step at a time. If you're curious about where you stand, try a quick self-check. Can you walk to the corner without support? Recall a friend's birthday? Stand from a chair hands-free? These little tests give you a baseline, and you can build from there. Share your progress with a friend or join a community group to stay motivated. You're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years.